Hi to myself again. Today is day two of my 200 days of speaking, of me practicing speaking, my speaking skills, so I can ace my next interview. Today is Sunday, June 14th, 2026. And I'm grateful that I'm actually uploading this, that I decided to upload these videos because today has been hectic. If I wasn't uploading or wasn't so serious about it, I would have just given today up. And because it's been hectic, Sundays are always hectic for me. Today is the day that I wash my baby's hair, make her hair. I also made prep for my family today, and I cleaned the house, rearranged the closets, and it's just been a lot. Today, the time is, I think it's past 9, but because I must, so I'm just gonna do this before I go to bed. Today, I want to answer the question that I was asked during my last interview that was on Friday. It wasn't that I didn't know the answer to the question. The question was, as a business analyst, how do you handle difficult stakeholders? I mean, this is something that I've always done, but because I wasn't expecting the question, it's a pre-screening interview, so I wasn't expecting anything technical. So I just froze and my brain went blank. I was expecting, usually all the pre-screening interviews I've had are usually about, just a little introduction of who I am, what I've done, my eligibility to working in Canada, my salary expectations, just not so serious discussions. But that was the first question the interviewer asked me on Friday, and I just froze. So I'm just gonna answer that question now. How do you, as a BE, handle stakeholders that are difficult? My answer is that in real life, in my experience, I generally don't like to label stakeholders difficult right away. I like to understand the root cause of them being difficult, because there are many reasons why stakeholders can be difficult. For many reasons, it could be that some have competing priorities and they have limited time. Some could be genuinely concerned about the impact of the project, while for some that I've seen, it's because they've had negative experience about similar project, so they're just not interested. They're not ready to or willing to cooperate. So what I would usually do is build trust by actively listening to them. I try to understand their concerns and objectives and make sure that their input reflects in the requirements and the general decision making process. And if for any reason couldn't we couldn't reach a compromise or an alignment, I would suggest some other options, impact, risk, to the decision makers so that an informed decision is made. And then, but one very constant thing is that I do not take anything personal. I make sure that I remain professional, objective, and focused on the goal, and making sure that the outcomes is to the benefit of the business. Nothing personal, and I would like to separate the individual from their opinion, like nothing personal. So I think that's what I should have said. I should have just told the interviewer that, because I've worked as a BA for 5 years. Yeah, I want to talk about the most recent 5 years. More than 5 years, but most recent 5 years. So I've encountered difficult people a lot during in my experience. So, and that's usually how I handle cases like that. And it's been fine. I just wish I could, like, I wish I could turn back the ends of time and just give this response to the interviewer when he asks me. But I know, I fucked that up already. So I'm just gonna look forward to I'm just gonna move on and look forward to what the future has in stock for me. And that's another experience too. Next time during pre-screen interview, I would expect anything, not just the usual question that I'm used to. I would expect anything, and when in the future I get this type of question anywhere at all, pre-screen, anywhere in my career journey, I hope I'm able to answer it as much as I should, because it's just, thinking back about it, it feels embarrassing when you say you've worked on a career, on a job for more than 5 years, and you can answer or talk about things you do on a regular. It feels embarrassing, but that's because of my anxiety. I'm hoping that I get better. I'm hoping that things get better for me. I'm hoping that I become more confident, especially in my career journey. I'm hoping that I don't have to be scared, to be afraid. It's just boils down to confidence, and I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety too. That's a major problem that I've been dealing with. Okay, thank you myself for not giving up on you. I'm just gonna go on and upload this one again as day 2, and tomorrow I'm gonna answer another question that was asked during my interview on Friday. That interview that finally reset my brain and made me feel like, now, Leila, you need some help. You need to get up and I just want to put myself out there. I no longer want to be in the shell, in the corner. I want to be out there. I want to be out there because nothing is wrong with being out there. And nothing is also wrong with being an introvert. But being an introvert and hiding is not going to help me achieve the things that I want. I really, really desire and want to achieve. So, thank you. I'm happy I'm able to do this second day. And until the next, I'm going to bed now. And I hope I'm able to do this earlier tomorrow. Maybe when my baby's having a nap. Okay. Bye, Leila.